Hey friend, how's it going? Thomas Decker here from GuitarRevolution.ca, and I am here because I want to help you to become the best lead guitarist you can ever be. In this video here, I'm going to be expanding a little bit more about a video I've done a few videos ago, where I am talking about chords. What do a lead player, like you and me, should be playing when we're not soloing, right? Like most of the time that we are playing on recordings or on stage, we are not soloing. Unless it's like your own instrumental project. And it is a need that I noticed after so many good feedbacks from you guys. And also, working as a music director in many different occasions, I find that I need to help the guitarists usually to find a spot where on the rhythm they can fit their guitar in a way that it's cutting through the mix, that will be adding to the context and even bringing more dynamics. So I hope this video is inspiring, and I hope that it answers a few questions for you here. And if you want to work more on your lead playing, I think my best material I put out there is my 30-day lead guitar jumpstart guide. That is for free. You can download by clicking on the link below. And I will guide you for 30 days to work on specific tools so you can bring your playing to the next level. So now I'm gonna zoom in on my fretboard here, and I'm gonna give you an example. 4 chords that we'll be working around, and I'm gonna give you all my favorite options, okay? And this is not, I'm not thinking too much of chord voicing or things like that. I'm just thinking of spreading out the chords on my fretboard so I can create layers. And it works every time I play these, okay? So really hope this is helpful. So let's zoom in and take a look. All right, so let's get these 4 chords. G, D, E minor, and C. Well, this is C2 or C9, right? This is E minor 7. And there are moments in the song that this is gonna be your best option, right? You can do so much here. But if you wanna bring to a different dynamic, you can just do the power chords, right? Simple. And you can do it like more like a fat, chunky sound than here. And you're gonna see tons of moments that you're gonna be using these chords or these. Okay, now, and this should be very common. You should know these ones already. Now the next option that I have, it's coming from a power chord, okay? Or this shape here you can use as well, right? Like the E shape for G. But the next one I'm thinking would be with my finger 1 on the D string, fret 5, then finger 3 on the 7 G string, and my pinky on the B strings and fret 8. Here I have also a G chord. If I just play these 3 first strings, D, G, and D strings, and here I have G, D, and G. So this is a power chord. Okay? This is a power chord, but it will sound already like a step up in terms of register, right? You're already in a higher tone. You can do like a full D here. I rarely do this just because of the fingering. I do like a bar, so I'm barring also here. That's an option. But right here you have this G, right? I usually go here. Then for D, I have this D right here on the A shape. So I can play that chord right here, but my option is I raise my finger 1 and back my finger 4. And in this case, I'm still playing these 2 strings as my head, right? So G, D, and on my finger 1, I'm pressing here, I'm muting the D string, So see, my D string is not ringing. And then my G and D strings are ringing. Okay, so G and B strings ringing with my A. So that's a D. And by the way, I have D, an octave, and then this is the F sharp. That's enough in the context to give you a D major. Okay. For an E minor, I bring back my shape of E minor, I bring back my shape of G, and then I add my middle finger here, just on the A string, same fret that my ring finger is. This is a great shape for the E minor 7. This is E, this is G, here is D, so that's the 7, and here is the G again. I have 2 G's on this chord. But it sounds so good, right? So G, C, E minor, and for G, D, E minor, and for C, I do a bar here, thinking of these notes. So my finger is always here, and I do a bar on the 8th fret on the B and E strings. This is also a power chord. I have the octave here, the G, and here the note C. Or I can do like this, like a rock and roll, or I can lower my finger 4, and then here giving the 3rd, which is the E, right? That gives me a C major. And yeah, I know I don't have the fundamental of the chord on the bass, but I'm thinking of the context. Right? I have a bass player, I have a piano player, I have a acoustic player. So I don't need to necessarily play all the notes of the chord to make that chord sound like it is, right? E, come on, I'm just mixing up today. G, D major, E minor, minor 7, and C. Or C. So for example, if you're playing the verses down here, or the verse down here, and the chorus is higher, you can just jump for this one. Then E minor, C, right? Again, D, E minor, C. So you see how dynamically that changes, right? Another option that you can use, and that would be my fourth option, I don't know, I'm not counting anymore, would be even higher register than this. That would be like this. My finger 1 will be always on the 12th bar. I have from this chord A shape of for G, right? So I'm using these 3 notes from this shape here, and then I'm putting an octave on the B string, on the E string, and here I can do either like this or like this, just like the C chord we did before, right? Same shape, but for G. Here I have a power chord, D, G, D, G, and if I lower it, then I have a major chord of G. That is D, G, B, and G again. Okay, here I have G. D, I have this chord here. Finger 1, finger 3, and finger 4 on string D, G, and B. Here I have the notes D, A, and here I have D. So I'm doing the chord G to D, and then in minor, what I do, I just raise my finger 2 and let go of my finger 4. So this would be like a shape of E minor, right? So tight. So I just do a mini shape of that. And then for C, I just add my finger 2 on the B string, 13th fret. This is a C major. Okay, C major because this is the third, E, G, and C, and also another E down here. So G, D, think of D from this shape here, right? But I'm just using these 3 notes of the chord plus adding the E that is a second. Lots of theory. People are asking me, oh, you don't give enough theory. Okay, here it is. And then E minor, and then C. For C, depending how, if I want more dynamics even, I wouldn't do this shape here. I would do finger 1, 2, and 4. Okay, because this will bring the notes higher. Higher register will open up even more the sound. Okay, so G, D, E minor, C. Now I want to bring the dynamics even more. G, D, E minor, C. So let's do the sequence in all the options and just pay attention how the dynamics naturally, without me playing stronger, just because of the register I'm using, it will open up. Okay, so G, D, E minor, C. G, D, E minor, C. And then G, D, E minor, C. G, D, E minor, C. And now the last one. G, D, E minor, and C. And if you want, you can do even more. Take a look. G, D, I'm just changing my finger here. E minor. That's a little hard, so E minor, I'm putting my pinky on the fret 15, C. So I'm always constantly playing the E string with my finger 4 on the 15. So there you go, my friend. I hope this is inspiring and, you know, gives you some light bulb moments here. Try to do those sequence in all the 12 keys, right? All the 12 tones. Use them and practice that not only on the examples I gave you here, but actually in different keys, because most of the times we don't pick the key we're going to be playing things on. So it's good to be prepared. Think about the numbers instead of thinking about the chord names, right? Think of the numbers, if it is a major or minor, and go accordingly. And I hope this is a revealing light bulb moment for you, inspiring. Don't forget to download that free PDF. It will speed up your process of growing as a lead guitarist. And thank you so much for spending this time here with me. I hope to see you in the next video. See you then.